Cable 7 and 103.7 WTIB present Talk of the Town with Henry Hinton. News, sports, and community information and everything that's going on around town. Now, with Talk of the Town, here's your host, Henry Hinton.
All right, just finishing my debut cafe biscuit. Very good stuff. How lucky are we that they're like out the back door they're actually on the front of the shopping center here, but debut, I'm so excited because debut has now started opening for breakfast, and the biscuits and all that stuff are very good. Coach, did you like that sausage biscuit?
Yeah, it's like one of the best.
I went with no meat. I just went with their cheese biscuit. But of course, I actually picked them up during the news break, and I saw Lee over there, and he said that they're cooking lasagna with garlic bread for lunch today.
That sounds really, really good.
But I promise you, I will be having the chicken salad because it's their famous chicken salad. Debut Cafe right here on the front of the shopping center. Very excited that they've started opening for breakfast, 7 a.m. So if you're in the medical district looking for breakfast, Debut Cafe. Good stuff. 5 minutes after 8. McGee is here. And by the way, McGee, I have another suggestion for you from one of our clients. Go visit University PC Care today because your computer is done. But they'll fix. Boy, he keeps slamming the top of this computer like it's going to come back. I think that's why it's not working.
And praying that I might knock whatever I knock loose back into place, and it'll just start working again.
Carly Swain is here. Good morning, Carly.
Good morning.
How are you? Good to see you.
I'm pitying Trent.
It is sad.
It's just, a computer
great
issue.
Pictures on there.
Yeah.
I know.
When it's work stuff and personal stuff.
I'm telling you, I've had computers worse than that, and the guys at University PC Care will fix it. You just need to go over there today and see Ashton and those guys. They'll fix it for you. What did you guys do this weekend? Was it the nastiest weekend in history? And
it was awful.
Michael and I were conferring on Saturday morning. The parade went on. Did you do the parade, Carly?
No. I did Jacksonville and Trenton parade this year.
By the way, I saw crazy Matt Engelbrecht.
In his flip-flops.
I saw pictures on Facebook of Matt Engelbrecht in flip-flops, and it was 30 degrees and raining out there.
Yep, that's Matt. That's Matt for you.
He's nuts.
He is. But you know what was really funny today? We actually we had Santa on the show this morning, which was awesome.
On WITN?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There are pictures on Facebook. Matt went out, and he was supposed to be talking to him about this really cool meeting with Santa and hanging out with the deer and nature trails and all this stuff going on at Sylvan Heights. Matt decides to take the time to hand him his wish list this morning. Which he has a picture of that posted
shoes on there?
On his Twitter guy. No shoes. He doesn't want shoes. He wants just a little bit of snow.
I mean, the guy grew up in Detroit, Michigan, and he wears flip-flops 12 months a year.
That is Matt.
Yeah. Something wrong with him. But we, unfortunately, the parade went on Saturday morning, but Michael and I had to make the call. What time did we finally call it off, Michael? 8 o'clock, our coverage, because it was still pouring. It was still pouring down rain, and the radar showed rain all the way until noon. And so we couldn't take our cameras out, so apologies to the Greenville JCs and to you because we were not able to videotape the parade this year. You just can't take the equipment out for 2 hours in that weather. And as it turned out, it sprinkled during the parade, but it would have been – the weather was just too bad for us to go out there and videotape it. So it was one of those mornings where Michael just wanted to roll back over and get another 40 winks.
Yeah.
Which is not true, by the way, because what time were you over here at the studio? You drove over from Wilson. You called me from the studio at 7:30.
Yeah, I was here about 7:30.
And we were all set. We were setting up to go and everything, but we just couldn't take the cameras out in that. So no parade coverage on Cable 7 this year, doggone, and I apologize for that. Hey, there's news. The Bonner Bridge thing has heated up even further. Did you guys cover this over the weekend? The governor, of course, had the press conference down there at the Bonner Bridge. He went down to Oregon Inlet and held a press conference on Friday. By the way, did you see the shirt that the governor had on?
ECU.
I did, but I didn't
Can you guys get that picture off my Facebook page of the governor? I took a still shot off WITN Friday night. He's got on an ECU shirt. Now I'm asking you.
How did I miss that? I saw the video.
Now I'm asking you. Can you imagine any other governor we've ever had showing up at a press conference wearing an ECU shirt? It's probably a shirt that we gave him, but in one of his trips down here. But he had the ECU shirt on, and he did the press conference, and he called out, again, the Southern Environmental Law Center. They doubled down. Now, this is the group that's filed a lawsuit and said, we do not want you to build a new bridge over Oregon Inlet in the same location. They want another bridge built, if they're going to build a bridge, that would be 17 miles long.
17
Let me repeat that.
miles.
Long bridge.
17 miles long at a cost we are told of, we saw this on, we looked it up, $1.4 billion. Now that money's out there somewhere. That's readily available. So the Southern Environmental Law Center has doubled down on the governor and says they will not buckle to political pressure and drop this lawsuit. Derb Carter, the director of the Southern Environmental Law Center, SELC, expressed, quote, concern and sympathy for Hatteras Island residents who have experienced significant hardships because of the State Department of Transportation decision to close the bridge last week. Our first hope is to see the bridge reopen as quickly as possible. But then in the letter, and they sent me a copy of the letter, by the way. I actually have a copy of the letter. They start to criticize the governor. Here's what Derb Carter, the director of SELC, says. We find it disingenuous and irresponsible that you, talking about McCrory, have chosen to aggressively, publicly, and inaccurately blame environmental organizations for this bridge closure. As a result of your urging, we have been at the receiving end of multiple threats based on information that you provided. They're playing the threat card. In a radio interview, and I think this was our radio interview. This I'm reading from WREL.com. They don't give us any credit for it, of course.
Shocking.
McCrory blames the SELC for the bridge impasse, urging people to call the left-wing group in Chapel Hill. I need public support to put pressure on that group to get out of the way and let us do a common-sense needed bridge. Didn't McCrory say that on our radio show?
That's definitely
been
that
nice
interview.
if WREL had given us a little credit there, but of course not. They're holding back safety needs, McCrory said in the interview. They're putting people in jeopardy, and they're putting jobs in jeopardy. Now, the environmental group, the SELC, says that is not true. Even though they filed lawsuits, they said that the DOT and Dare County officials, not their group, are responsible for the delay in building a new bridge because the bridge that they want to build violates federal environmental law. It's a simple matter, according to this guy, Derb Carter. We just wanted to build a 17-mile bridge. And don't build it over to the Pea Island Wildlife Refuge. We encourage you to provide the leadership required to resolve the closure as quickly as possible and to focus on developing a long-term solution to replace the Bonner Bridge that ensures safe and dependable transportation to Hatteras Island. Well, if you use that reasoning, that it's not their fault because they filed this lawsuit, but it's the government's fault for not building this 17-mile bridge, you should say, well, you know, whose fault is it that we haven't cured cancer? If you spend enough money on cancer, you'll solve it. Whose fault is it we haven't solved poverty? Let's just give everybody in the world some money, and then poverty will be solved. That's the same theory, is it not? Just spend $1.4 billion on a bridge that's 17 miles long, and this problem will go away. It's not our fault, it's your fault. So, Carly, what do you think is going to happen?
17 miles.
They want a 17-mile long bridge. Now, it looks like I saw one estimate that if they just tear the Bonner Bridge down and rebuild it there over Oregon Inlet, it could cost between $250 $350 million. Now, That's a lot of money. But let me tell you, that they can find that money. They'll find that money if that's what they have to do. If it's up to $500 million, based on the way the governor and Tony Tata, the Secretary of Transportation, are going about this, and by the way, not just them, but the legislature, you've seen Phil Berger and Tom Tillis weigh in on this in the last few days, they're going to find the money to rebuild the Bonner Bridge. But to have to build a 17-mile long, they actually want the bridge. McGee, you know this terrain very well because you vacation at Nags Head all the time. I spent my whole youth down there. I spent my whole senior year on Hatteras Island, just about. And in high school, I mean, Hatteras Island is very near and dear to my heart. They want to build that bridge from somewhere over there around where the lighthouse is now, the Bodie Island Lighthouse, up around it and start it there and take it way out and bring it around, leave the Pea Island Wildlife Refuge alone and bring it back in, and it would empty in on the island at about Rodanthe. 17 miles. Now, I will say this. They do make a positive, a good argument. One of the things that they are saying is this, is that does it make sense to, you have to try to find a way to now bypass Highway 12 because it keeps washing out. But is that the real reason that the SELC has filed a lawsuit? No, it's because of the environmental concerns on Pea Island. So, I don't know. What do you think? If anybody's got any ideas or want to weigh in on this, 561-8255. 561-8255. We need to keep talking about this. This is a big deal, and there needs to be a solution found.
How long? Did they give a timetable for how long that could possibly take?
To build a 17-mile long bridge?
I mean, I will vacation at least.
It may happen in your lifetime, probably not in mine.
I mean, that's... Whew.
Meanwhile, people have got to get to work down there. 16 minutes after 8. Here's something from over the weekend that I found very amusing. I saw this on the internet yesterday. They had the NASCAR Sprint Cup Awards banquet, and everybody knows who Danica Patrick is, right?
Certainly.
You know who she is, right,
Oh, yeah.
Carly?
Yeah.
She's the beautiful female race driver. She's, as Hillary would say, she's smashed the glass ceiling, and she's. But has she ever really come close to winning a race? She's led early, but she always gets outdriven at the end, right?
Yeah.
So but I mean, and there's a lot of people think that she really doesn't deserve to be there. She's only there because she's a beautiful woman. And, it's a big publicity stunt by NASCAR, right?
I think she won the pole once. That was about it.
No idea.
Yeah, I think this year she did.
Yeah, did she win the pole?
So Jay Moore, the comedian, who I happen to think is very, very funny,
He is
emceeing the NASCAR Awards. I think this was on ESPN. And he starts cracking some jokes about Danica Patrick. And she and her boyfriend are sitting right up at the front. What's her boyfriend's name?
is it Francini? Is that the guy?
I don't know. She's got some young boy toy. I
thought he raced.
He does. He's a driver also. So Jay Moore is cracking on Danica Patrick, and the director keeps cutting the shots of her, and she's very upset. She's giving him the stank eye.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to get the stank eye.
You know what the stank eye is, don't you?
You don't want to get the stank eye.
Everybody in the room's laughing, but she's looking at Jay Moore, and she's like she's staring him down.
That's what we cut with a knife.
Here is and Jay Moore kind of responds to. Here's part of the comments, the opening comments at the NASCAR Sprint Cup Awards from the MC Jay Moore.
Danica Patrick, yes, round of applause for a history maker. Danica, I hope you're not too uncomfortable tonight. I know you're not used to being this close to the front. It's a comedy show. Jeez Louise. I want to take a time out and give a very special thanks to the director of the show for getting cutaway shots of people not laughing. I'm looking at 2,000 people laughing their eyes at it. We just have Danica going, no, that wasn't funny at all.
So Danica Patrick, after the thing was over, got interviewed.
I, of course, have to thank the fans. That's why I have this award. I have amazing fans. I'm so fortunate, and I think it's pretty safe to say Jay Moore is not one of them.
I'm a comedian from New York, and I've done a lot of Friars Club roasts. And there's a great saying with the Friars Club: you only roast the ones you love. Danica Patrick, what you have done for the sport of NASCAR and what you've done for women's athletics, I could not be more of a Danica Patrick fan.
Now, you know, that was a little disingenuous, wasn't it, after he slammed her?
Yeah.
You know, you know what?
That was a pretty good joke.
Honestly, that was all edited up a little bit, and I guess that was her accepting an award. I thought it was an interview, but you know what? You got to have a sense of humor. You can't act like that, can you?
I would think she would appreciate that. That was pretty funny.
I would think so.
That was pretty funny.
You've got to have more of a sense of humor than that. You just do.
And she's been the butt of much worse than that.
Exactly.
over her tenure.
Exactly. All right, let's get a break, and we're coming back, and Carly will have news headlines 20 after 8 o'clock. Monday morning, December the 9th, coming up, there's going to be a local production, a stage production of It's a Wonderful Life. Doesn't get any more holiday-ish than that, does it?
Does not.
And we're going to talk about that and tell you about it coming up. Be a good thing for you if you missed the Nutcracker over the weekend. Here's a holiday play coming up in the community you can take in with your family. 20 minutes after 8, we'll be right back with more Talk of the Town on 103.7 WTIB.
If you are searching for an experienced personal injury law firm, consider ours, Hardy & Hardy.
At Hardy & Hardy, we have over 60 years combined experience. We've represented thousands of clients in personal injury and wrongful death cases throughout North Carolina.
We're a hands-on firm, and we're serious about protecting your rights at the negotiating table or in the courtroom. When you hire us, you're hiring a team with years of experience.
Hardy & Hardy, protecting the rights of the seriously injured.
Don't miss the incredible year-end savings at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. We are overstocked with over 400 new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram vehicles. We aren't only discounting the 2013 models, but the 14s as well. Jeep Patriot starting at only $15,990. Dodge Grand Caravan starting at only $19,990. Ram Quad Cab starting at only $26,990.
It's the big finish at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
Many people in eastern North Carolina suffer from diabetes. The question is, can the disease be managed before it causes harm? Are there lifestyle changes that can help prevent it in the first place? And can a health system really make a difference? At Vidant Health, we're empowering people with tools and resources to detect and manage chronic disease. Can diabetes education and management help members of your family lead healthier lives? The answer is definitely yes.
Pepsi, born here, raised by Panthers fans everywhere.
Raise your Pepsi for a chance to win the ultimate fan experience. See specially marked 18 packs or visit PepsiRaisedHere.com to learn more.
Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage Company will deliver a storage unit to your home or business today. Stallings Storage is the only local company providing mobile storage units 8x15 or 8x10. Delivered to your site. If you are remodeling your home or office or need to store merchandise and inventory at your business, you need to call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage. We deliver, pick up, and store it for you. It's that easy, and there's no need to send your business out of town when your mobile storage needs can be met right here with people you know. Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage is located in Pitt County on Beast Oaks Road. It's a well-secured facility with a living manager. Fixed units range from 5 feet by 10 feet to 40 feet by 40 feet. We store boats, cars, anything you need. We are pirate supporting pirates. Call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage today at 321-2300. That's 321-2300.
Having a vision of what really matters is how we succeed. Keeping an eye on the ball, seeing all the things that we need. Focusing on the big picture, always striving to do what's right.
From the WITN newsroom to you on 103.7 WTIB.
Good morning. A foggy start to your work week. It is 8:24 on this Monday. I'm Carly Swain with a look at your WITN news update. We're working to get more information from police this morning on an armed robbery where investigators say the victims knew their robbers. According to Greenville police reports, 2 women and 2 children were home Thursday around 5:30 p.m. when that apartment was robbed at gunpoint. It's on Lindsay Drive, about a mile from J.H. Rose High School in Greenville. Police reports show 2 people robbed the apartment. Officers say at least 2 of the victims knew those robbers. No injuries were reported and no word yet on any arrests in that case. A father, son, and another man gunned down, shot in their home over the weekend. They're healing this morning as police continue the search for the gunman who shot them. Police tell WITN they got a call to Chatham Street in Newport Saturday night. Investigators said 3 men, 2 of whom are father and son, were gunned down inside the home by 2 other men. Police say the intruders forced their way inside, demanded the men get on the floor. 1 man shot 3 people. We know those victims were treated and released from Carteret General Hospital. We talked with Newport Police this morning. Investigators tell me they are still looking for the gunman in that case. And another father and son pair connected to a shooting in our area. This time, though, investigators say the son pulled the trigger. The dad helped cover his tracks. 26-year-old Antonio Quarles and his father, 56-year-old Brian Quarles, are waking up in jail this morning. Antonio has been charged with 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, intent to kill and inflict serious injury. His father, 2 counts of accessory after the fact, filing a false police report, among other charges. Pamlico County Sheriff Billy Sawyer tells us deputies were called to Mill Pond Road around 9 Saturday morning for a shooting. Investigators say when they got there, the father told deputies someone came into his home, shot his 2 stepchildren. But after looking at surveillance video, the sheriff says his investigators uncovered a lie. Sheriff Sawyer says Antonio actually went into the home, followed by his dad. The stepbrother and sister were shot, and deputies say the father waited more than half an hour to call for help. Still no word yet on why deputies believe Antonio shot his step-siblings. It's locals versus superintendent in one Eastern Carolina school system. Tonight, we may get an idea of what happens next as the school board meets and residents call for resignation. A handful of locals lined the street across from the Washington County Central Office on Thursday. Those protesters say their school superintendent, Dr. Joe Davis, is recruiting people from his county, Wilson County, for jobs in the school system. Protesters say there are qualified, homegrown workers who could do those jobs. Dr. Davis rebuts that he and his staff look for qualified people, and those qualifications do not include their addresses. The school board meets tonight at 5 p.m. That's a look at your WITN News Update. Time now 8:27. I'm Carly Swain.
103.7 WTIB. Weather.
Cloudy this morning, and then a few showers developing during the afternoon. High temperature today right at 60. We might get there. We might just get to about 58 or 59. Chance of rain 30%. More rain tonight, and then a steady rain overnight tonight. Overnight low 48 degrees. Not quite as chilly. And rainfall will be about 1/4 of an inch. Tomorrow we're going to have some periods of rain as well. 90% chance of it, in fact. High temperatures tomorrow 51. Then things will clear up on Wednesday. And it's going to be nice probably the rest of the week. Sunshine, but cooler temperatures, 48 degrees on Wednesday. Current temperature here is, what do you think, McGee? Is it still about 37 degrees, or has it
37, 38. I'd say 37. Still.
Something to that effect.
Yep.
Our news and weather update this hour brought to you by our friends at Suddenlink. Get a true bundle of joy for Christmas this year. Switch now to Suddenlink and bundle and save. Think of the money you will save just in time for the holidays. Lowest prices of the years right now, and you can share the love. Tell your family and friends how much you love Suddenlink. Get $75. That's when you refer a new customer to Suddenlink. You both get a $25 credit on your bill for each new service that you sign up for. So if you sign up for the whole bundle, total of $150, $75 apiece. Visit suddenlink.com/referral for more information. And switch now to Suddenlink. Hurry and call Suddenlink today at 1-866-432-1184 and take advantage of the lowest prices of the year. Now signing up online is even easier than ever. Check out the revamped website at suddenlink.com. And don't forget the video-on-demand movies. Coming tomorrow, the debut of Fast and Furious 6. By the way, already debuted this month in December, The Wolverine. and the Smurfs 2. Coming later in the month on the 17th, One Direction, This Is Us, Elysium, The Lone Ranger, and Despicable Me 2, which looks pretty funny. Good kids movie. That's all at Suddenlink. 7:29, make it 8:29. I'm an hour behind. 8:29, and when we come back, we're going to find out about something really great you can do with your family this weekend. The stage production of It's a Wonderful Life. It's a live production with the community theater here in Pitt County. We're going to talk about that and how you can get tickets and talk about the entire show, where it's going to be and where, and the whole and cost and all that when we come back. Stay with us. More Talk of the Town coming up.
Don't miss the incredible year-end savings at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. We are overstocked with over 400 new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram vehicles. We aren't only discounting the 2013 models, but the 14s as well. Jeep Patriot starting at only $15,990. Dodge Grand Caravan starting at only $19,990. Ram Quad Cab starting at only $26,990.
It's the big finish at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
If you're searching for an experienced personal injury law firm, consider ours, Hardy & Hardy.
At Hardy & Hardy, we have over 60 years combined experience. We've represented thousands of clients in personal injury and wrongful death cases throughout North Carolina.
We're a hands-on firm, and we're serious about protecting your rights at the negotiating table or in the courtroom. When you hire us, you're hiring a team with years of experience.
Hardy & Hardy, protecting the rights of the seriously injured.
Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage Company will deliver a storage unit to your home or business today. Stallings Storage is the only local company providing mobile storage units, 8x15 or 8x10. Delivered to your site. If you are remodeling your home or office or need to store merchandise and inventory at your business, you need to call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage. We deliver, pick up, and store it for you. It's that easy, and there's no need to send your business out of town when your mobile storage needs can be met right here with people you know. Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage is located in Pitt County on Beast Oaks Road. It's a well-secured facility with a live-in manager. Fixed units range from 5 feet by 10 feet to 40 feet by 40 feet. We store boats, cars, anything you need. We are pirate supporting pirates. Call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage today at 321-2300. That's 321-2300.
Having a vision of what really matters is how we succeed. Keeping an eye on the ball, seeing all the things that we need. Focusing on the big picture, always striving to do what's right. Carolina Vision Care, we keep what's important in sight.
When you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco. No matter where you go in Eastern Carolina, there's sure to be an attractive and always clean Trade Wilco Hess station nearby. For the absolute lowest prices on gas, groceries, and travel necessities, stop at any of the Trade Wilco Hess stations throughout Eastern Carolina. Keep your eyes on the road, but remember to look for the green and white Hess sign. The best part? No one supports the ECU Pirates more. So when you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco. Okay, welcome back. Talk of the Town here Monday morning, December the 9th, and it is the holiday season, and we're excited about some activities that you and your family can take in. The Nutcracker was this past weekend. If you missed that, or that might not have been your thing, there's something coming up this weekend that I think you really might enjoy. The great movie that was done with Jimmy Stewart, It's a Wonderful Life. It's a great play, and it was originally done as if you can go back with me now to about the 40s, you could have sat around the radio and listened to it, and it would have been a radio play that would have been done, and everybody in the family would probably be sitting around drinking eggnog and enjoying it. But the people in New York City were sitting there in the studio when it was being done for people across the country as a radio play. Well, it's going to be reenacted this weekend right here in Pitt County, and this is a concept that's kind of catching on. I've noticed that there have been several of these radio plays that have been done across the state of North Carolina recently. Here to talk about that from the Ayden Community Theater is my friend Mike Brittner from LBA and Associates here in Greenville. How you doing?
Doing fine, Henry.
Good to see you.
Thank you very much for allowing me to be here this morning and talk about this play.
Mike is a guy. Mike is one of those guys that in my industry, if you got to figure out how to do something with your radio stations, you call up Mike Brittner and Jerry Brown and Lawrence Bear and David Horn and those guys over there at LBA. Let's talk about that first. I don't think people realize LBA Associates here in Greenville, which is the old Lawrence Bear Associates. Lawrence started that years and years ago. You guys do work for radio stations and cell phone companies and communications businesses all over the world.
Yes, Henry. In fact, we've got projects going now from Oman to Honolulu.
Yeah.
We've been in India recently, Vietnam, various parts of the world. Yes, Lawrence Bear started the company in 1963, so we celebrated our 50th year this year in June.
And you got two of my best friends over there now, guys that I've worked with over the years, Jerry Brown.
Yes, sir.
Who I've fought a lot of wars with over the years.
Yes,
and Jerry was the engineer. He was the director of engineering at Village Companies when I was there. And Jerry and he used to engineer the Tar Heel Sports Network, and we used to go across the country doing the radio for the UNC Chapel Hill. And Jerry and I spent a lot of nights together in hotel rooms, traveling from here to there, getting up and running from here to there to go do these basketball and football games.
Yes, sir.
He's a great guy.
Yes, he is.
And now you got David Horn over there.
And I have David Horn. Yeah, Jerry is the president of LBA Group, and David works there in business development.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. All right, well, let's talk about why you're really here this morning. That's your job, but your passion is live theater, right?
Absolutely. And folks may not be aware, but we've got a tremendous group of talented actors here in Pitt County, and Ayden Community Theater has drawn many of those folks in for various productions, and this one is a good example of that. We have an extremely talented cast that are going to perform this story that we're all familiar with. George Bailey from the Frank Capra movie that you mentioned in 1946, that Jimmy Stewart, Donna Reed, Lionel Barrymore were all in the movie, and we take those characters. One of the interesting things about this production is that our actors will be portraying actors, radio actors, who will be portraying characters in the play. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a play within a play. And those of you who come this weekend will get to be a part of that because WBFR in New York City has a studio audience.
What does that stand for?
I have no idea. But that is the call sign of the station that Joe Landry, the playwright, decided to put in the script.
Yeah.
And so WBFR will have a studio audience, so you'll get to be part of the action. The other interesting thing is that the actors, as they did back in that day, will be creating sound effects. So there will be a sound effects table, and the audience will get to see how thunder was made, or how wind was created, or glass breaking, or George jumping off the bridge. How do you make that splash sound over the radio? So they're going to get to be a part of that and see some of the inside baseball stuff.
So the audience will kind of be in on the radio broadcast, and you'll be part of it, just as if you had gone and watched this play being done in New York in the 40s.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. You know, I've noticed that trend. I know Chapel Hill just did one of these.
Yes.
You were mentioning they did one on the Outer Banks recently.
Yes, this same play. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it's a little bit of a trend to do these radio plays before a live audience.
It appears to be, and it's a bit of a challenge for the actors, but it's very interesting. And
you know, I've been asked a lot of times, you know, why didn't Greenville have a little theater? Why don't we have live production? I mean, we do, right? I mean, it just happens to be in Ayden, which is you guys over in Ayden, or the folks in Ayden, they've got the nice theater over there inside the community center.
Yeah, this will take place at the Ayden Arts and Recreation Center, which is the old Ayden Elementary School. It's at 4354 South Lee Street, and you can find directions and a map online on our website at www.aydentheater.com.
Yeah. And how much are tickets, Mike?
Tickets, if you buy tickets online, they're $10 for a standard ticket, $8 if you are a student, 18 years or younger, and or a senior, 62 or older.
And you're the director.
And I'm the director of the play.
Yeah. How long have you been working on this?
We've been working on it for about 6 weeks.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. And so there are 3 performances, right?
There are 3 performances, Friday evening and Saturday evening, the 13th and the 14th at 7:30, and Sunday afternoon matinee at 2 o'clock.
All right, very good. It's a Wonderful Life, and that's what a great holiday treat for folks.
Absolutely.
That's you couldn't have picked a better production than that.
It's quite a story.
Yeah, it really is. Great story. And it's coming up this weekend, Friday, Saturday at the Ayden Community Theater.
Yes.
All right, very good. It's good to see you.
Good to be here, Henry.
Yeah. Again, tell people how to get tickets. You go online.
Online is the best way because you'll get a break on the price, and it's www.aydentheater, theater with an RE.com.
Easy enough. AydenTheater.com. All right.
Sir.
Mike Brittner, the director of It's a Wonderful Life this weekend in Ayden. Good to see you, man. Tell all my friends over at LBA hello.
I will.
All right. 20 minutes in front of 9. We're coming back. Sports and more when we come back.
Don't miss the incredible year-end savings at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. We are overstocked with over 400 new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram vehicles. We aren't only discounting the 2013 models, but the 14s as well. Jeep Patriot starting at only $15,990. Dodge Grand Caravan starting at only $19,990. Ram Quad Cab starting at only $26,990.
It's the big finish at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
The last thing you need when you're hurt is an insurance company that downplays your injuries. If you've been hurt in an accident, you need an experienced personal injury attorney to help you.
Wayne and Charles Hardy have been representing injured clients since 1982. A passion for justice, a determined approach, a skilled legal team. The law firm of Hardy & Hardy is seasoned and serious about protecting your rights.
If you've been seriously injured, count on Hardy & Hardy.
Protecting the rights of the seriously injured.
Unlock the best life has to offer for generations to come. Introducing the Legacy membership exclusively at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. As a Legacy member, you'll not only enjoy all the benefits of an active, family-friendly lifestyle, your children and grandchildren will enjoy membership status as well. Belonging to Ironwood is remarkable. Sharing it with your entire family is even better. Become a Legacy member today, only at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. Golf at its finest, life at its fullest.
Top Dog Academy is Eastern North Carolina's complete dog training facility. Top Dog provides an excellent environment for dogs of all ages with training services and work week daycare. Top Dog is located on Highway 43 South, just 4 miles from Bells Fork, and features a comfortable, healthy environment and a spacious facility for daycare and a brand new, beautiful facility for training. Call 752-8215 or visit topdogonline.com.
Come on out Highway 43 South to Top Dog Academy, where we know dogs.
Pepsi, born here, raised by Panthers fans everywhere.
Raise your Pepsi for a chance to win the ultimate fan experience. See specially marked 18 packs or visit PepsiRaisedHere.com to learn more.
Many people in eastern North Carolina suffer from diabetes. The question is, can the disease be managed before it causes harm? Are there lifestyle changes that can help prevent it in the first place? And can a health system really make a difference? At Vidant Health, we're empowering people with tools and resources to detect and manage chronic disease. Can diabetes education and management help members of your family lead healthier lives? The answer is definitely yes.
$8:43 here on Monday morning on Talk of the Town. Hey, we're just a days away. Between now and Friday, you've got time. My wife and I were out doing a little Christmas shopping on Saturday night. We picked up a toy for our Operation Santa Claus event, which is coming Friday morning from 7 to 9 at Rep Express. Here's the deal. Operation Santa Claus is a project of the Salvation Army, which is why I like it. All the stuff stays local. So when you bring a toy out on Friday morning to Rep Express to our event, it's going to stay in Pitt County. Now, this was the brainchild of Daryl Harrison, one of our good friends. You know Daryl, who is the football official, and he is the Xerox authorized sales agent here in Greenville. Daryl's going to be there with us on Friday morning, helping to collect the toys. And, bring out an unwrapped toy. Now, we don't want an old, used toy. Bring out a new toy. This is going to be a child's Christmas, folks. And so come out. I know that Toys for Tots does a great job. This is a similar program, but all the toys will stay here in Pitt County. The local Salvation Army is working with, and law enforcement, by the way. Some of the law enforcement guys will be out there, Highway Patrol and Pitt County Sheriff's Department, EMS. Go have a bunch of people over at Rep Express, free breakfast on Friday morning. And the other part of it is we're also going to be collecting coats for our Coats for Kids campaign. And we want you to bring a coat. You do not have to dry clean it. We've been asked, hey, look, I got these old coats. Now, this is something where we want used coats. If you think about this morning when you went out, or if you're going out this morning, you put on your coat. Because it was cold out. It was 30-some degrees when I left the house this morning. It's going to be cold next week. Temperatures today are going to be a little warmer, but at the end of this week, looking at the overnight low coming up on tomorrow night, it's going to be 28 degrees. Now, you got kids going to school, leaving the house, that don't own a coat. And you've got coats probably sitting in your closet that haven't been worn by your children for years. You know, if you want to go buy a coat for a kid, that's fine, but we're looking for gently used coats. And this has turned out to be an incredible community effort. We're really excited about it because the Bowen Cleaners, when they heard about it, Bowen Cleaners stepped up and said, hey, if you need those coats cleaned, we're going to clean them free of charge. So before they go to the social services people to be distributed to children here in Pitt County, they're going to be cleaned by Bowen Cleaners. And if you come out to Rep Express between 7 and 9 on Friday morning and bring either an unwrapped toy for Operation Santa Claus or a coat for our Coats for Kids campaign, you're going to receive a free T-shirt as long as they last from Stadium Sports. Eric German stepped up, wanted to be a part of it, and Eric is going to bring some T-shirts over there. So there's some enticement for you to bring out something, and you'll walk away with not only a free hot breakfast from Rep Express, but you're also going to get a free T-shirt from Stadium Sports. So isn't that kind of cool? All of our clients heard about this stuff, wanted to get involved. One person heard about it, another person. My friend T.J. Sawyer, who runs the EC Catch cheerleading school, has been collecting coats. And I saw where he's been collecting a bunch of coats, and he's going to bring those over on Friday morning. So, please participate and be part of the show on Friday morning. I'm very excited about that.
It's another great reason why it makes Pitt County and Greenville is a great place to live, because you see the businesses and people come together for causes like this. It's phenomenal. 7 to 9 Friday morning. You got plenty of time. Go buy a toy, bring it out on Friday morning, or bring a coat for a kid. And again, it doesn't have to be if you don't have any coats in your closet, ask your neighbors if they've got. Hey, you got any old Somebody has one.
kids coats that you want to get rid of? Let's load up Rep Express with coats on Friday morning and help these kids out. All right, 13 in front. That just kills me to think that kids. I think about my grandchildren. These kids that don't have coats. I mean, that's a fundamental thing that people just take for granted. But you can't take it for granted if you don't have one. You can't afford one.
It's true.
And there's a cold winter coming. They're saying it's going to be a very chilly winter this year. You saw that big storm that kind of swept across the entire country.
Yeah, just north of us.
Kind of played havoc with all the NFL games yesterday, too, didn't it? Speaking of that, let's transition over now. Here's McGee on sports at 12 minutes in front of 9.
The weather didn't play havoc or wreak any havoc on the Saints-Panthers game last night. It was just Drew Brees that wreaked all the havoc on Carolina. He threw for 313 yards, 4 touchdowns. 9 of those passes were to the hands of Marcus Colston as the Saints ended the Panthers' 8-game winning streak with a 31-13 win. The Saints improved to 10-3 overall, while the Cats dropped to 9-4. On the hardwood yesterday, ECU got by Mount Olive, and they just barely got by Mount Olive 77-75. In fact, freshman Brandon Stith blocked away a Mount Olive last-second attempt at the rim to preserve that 77-75 win. Stith also had 13 points for East Carolina, and that was a big win, certainly, for the Pirates. So a big upset to avoid there by ECU. The Pirates will go bowling this season. They will do so against Ohio in the Beef O'Brady's Bowl on December 23rd. That game will come up at 2 o'clock as the Pirates will take on Ohio out of the MAC Conference. And also, the BCS title game after Auburn knocked off Missouri in the SEC Championship and Florida State beat Duke in the ACC title game. Those two will square off in the BCS title game. And again, Florida State and Auburn and FSU, after a good first quarter, I thought over the weekend that Duke played. After that, it was all FSU. They rolled to a big 45-7 win, but good season nevertheless for David Cutcliffe.
You know, we talked earlier about Carolina getting the Belk Bowl. There really isn't any justice. Carolina gets the Belk Bowl, and Duke gets to go to the Chick-fil-A Bowl and play Johnny Football.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
Where's the Chick-fil-A Bowl? Is that Atlanta?
Atlanta.
That's Atlanta. It's the old Peach Bowl, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're going to play Texas A&M. But again, East Carolina, who beats Carolina, what was the score of that game?
55-31?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Just beat them back. And so Carolina gets to go to the Belk Bowl in Charlotte, $1.7 million. East Carolina goes to the Beef O'Brady Bowl, $537,000. But I will say this, it was 80 degrees yesterday in St. Petersburg as I looked.
The weather's going to be great.
In spite of the fact that I'm guessing that the university will probably lose money going to this bowl game, which, you know, I think the NCAA should make a rule. You have to guarantee teams that go to these bowl games will not at least lose money. Yeah. But $537,000 payout versus Carolina's payout in the Belk Bowl, $1.7 million. It just goes to show the inequity in the whole college football landscape.
It does. It does.
But I am excited about Florida. I think that's kind of cool. You get to go, you know, our fans will get to go to Florida. I mean, it's not quite Hawaii, but the Gulf Coast of Florida is very nice this time of year.
If you're going to go to a bowl game in December, at least you get to go to a bowl game that's going to be sunny weather.
But that game's actually played indoors, right? It's played in Tropicana Field.
So it really wouldn't matter anyway.
But you know what? But people get to go to they get to go down and enjoy Florida.
Yeah, it's a great stadium.
Buy tickets and go to the bowl game. I'm all excited about that. I am excited about that. I'm not excited about playing Ohio in the Beef O'Brady Bowl, just simply because I think that's not a good enough reward for East Carolina. But
I agree with that.
You know, that's one of the reasons we're getting out of this conference.
I did want to mention too, Plymouth, Havelock, both winners are going on to the state championship game. Rose fell to Scotland. And did you see the finish to the golf yesterday?
I did.
Wow, Zach Johnson, who was down 8 shots, came back and actually tied for the lead on the 18th and beat Tiger Woods on the first extra playoff hole for that win. That was pretty amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. Especially when you consider that
he had to hole it out.
And he is one of my favorite golfers. Actually.
I like him, yeah.
And when he knocks the ball in the water. He's got a 150-yard shot. And you just don't see guys do this. He knocks the ball in the water.
Yep.
So he had to come back and hit his third shot.
And he was just trying to get a bogey.
He knocked it in the hole. Pretty amazing.
Yep.
I love it when Tiger loses too. That was very exciting. By the way, Washington lost 45-15. Who'd they play?
I'm not sure who Washington played, but they got beat.
But Rose got beat by Scotland County.
Yep.
So their seasons are over. But congratulations to Plymouth and Havelock, the two Eastern North Carolina teams that are still alive and will go to the state championships this way. Boy, Havelock's got a dynamo program down there.
They do.
All right, let's take a break. We're coming back. More Talk of the Town Monday morning, December the 9th, as we roll through it on the way to work this morning. Cloudy today and a high today of about 59 degrees, but more rain coming tonight and tomorrow. We'll be right back.
Don't miss the incredible year-end savings at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. We are overstocked with over 400 new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram vehicles. We aren't only discounting the 2013 models, but the 14s as well. Jeep Patriot starting at only $15,990. Dodge Grand Caravan starting at only $19,990. Ram Quad Cab starting at only $26,990.
It's the big finish at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
When you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco. No matter where you go in Eastern Carolina, there's sure to be an attractive and always clean Trade Wilco Hess station nearby. For the absolute lowest prices on gas, groceries, and travel necessities, stop at any of the Trade Wilco Hess stations throughout Eastern Carolina. Keep your eyes on the road, but remember to look for the green and white Hess sign. The best part? No one supports the ECU Pirates more. So when you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco.
Unlock the best life has to offer for generations to come. Introducing the Legacy Membership exclusively at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. As a Legacy member, you'll not only enjoy all the benefits of an active, family-friendly lifestyle, your children and grandchildren will enjoy membership status as well. Belonging to Ironwood is remarkable. Sharing it with your entire family is even better. Become a Legacy member today, only at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. Golf at its finest, life at its fullest.
This Christmas season, Suddenlink and Piggly Wiggly are teaming up with the Salvation Army to help local families in need, now at record levels. I'm Jeff Charles, urging you to support the Salvation Army's annual Eastern North Carolina Food Drive. With your help, we can bridge the gap between hunger and hope. Simply place your canned goods and non-perishable food items in a collection box at participating locations. Join us in making a difference. The Salvation Army, doing the most good.
Pepsi, born here, raised by Panthers fans everywhere.
Raise your Pepsi for a chance to win the ultimate fan experience. See specially marked 18 packs or visit PepsiRaisedHere.com to learn more.
Having a vision of what really matters is how we succeed. Keeping an eye on the ball, seeing all the things that we need. Focusing on the big picture, always striving to do what's right. Carolina Vision Care, we keep what's important in sight. Every girl crazy about a sharp dressed man.
Homer Tire and the Homer Tire Real Estate team getting it done as we approach the holidays here. Homer is still selling homes like crazy. They absolutely have had a fantastic year. Over 200 homes that they've closed in Greenville in the last 11 months and still counting. And this is a great time of year also. If you're trying to sell your home, call Homer Tire, 758-HOME. Homer, it's the home of the Homer Tire Guarantee. If he doesn't sell the home for you by the date and the deadline that you need it sold, he will buy the home from you himself, guaranteed. Call Homer at 758-HOME or visit him online, guaranteedsellnc.com. And remember, with Homer Tire, you never get hung into a 6-month contract. You can fire him at any time and pay him nothing. Homer Tire, 758-HOME. I did, ever since Thanksgiving, I've been trying to go back to my healthy eating stuff.
How's that going?
It was going good until right then. Here's Christine Cashwell, our business manager, just walked in with stuff that here she comes to. Get that out of here.
Cheese stick cookies.
Cheese stick cookies.
No, I can't.
That she made over the week.
I made over the week.
Don't take any into the control room over there.
No, I can't. Yes, I will.
Try it and see what you think. Those are like, you know how you get the little cheese straws?
Yep.
They're in the shape of
delicious
snowflakes and Christmas trees.
Yep. Just leave those right there if you would.
Shame on you, Christine. I presume
Very
those
good.
will be sitting in the kitchen all day when I have to walk by them and smell them. I just had one, but what do you think? Pretty good.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty good.
First, we had Debut biscuits this morning.
Hey.
By the way, I'm so glad Debut Cafe is back open for breakfast. 7 a.m. every morning, Debut. We had biscuits this morning, great cheese biscuits. Of course, it's right next door to us here, so I have lunch there about 3 days a week.
Now we can stop making please.
Best chicken salad you ever put in your mouth.
For people to bring us actual breakfast.
The special today, by the way, is a lasagna with garlic bread at Debut Cafe and Catering right here in front of us at the Arlington Crossing Shopping Center. By the way, if you're going to watch TV tonight, on ABC, The Great Christmas Light Fight.
I'm going to watch that.
Pass.
You're not going to watch it?
4 families competing to transform their homes for the holidays. One will win $50,000 at the end of each episode.
I'm gonna watch that.
They're out of ideas for new shows.
They are.
My wife will commandeer. I mean, this is the semifinals of The Voice tonight, so I won't.
Oh yeah.
But the big and here's the other thing too is I think the blacklist is done for the season, which I'm very upset about. By the way, did you see James Spader's acting when he talked the other night about what he wanted for one last time, which is why he wasn't going to let this guy kill him? Have you seen that?
No.
Blacklist. Second best show on television right now behind Homeland. All right, everybody, have a great Monday. Try to stay warm and well, it's going to get warmer, but try to stay dry. We'll see you here tomorrow on Talk of the Town.